Hi, my name is Jan Cook. I'm Senior Advisor with voquzlabs, and in this video I'll be explaining indirect access and digital access for SAP. Getting to grips with indirect access is not always easy, but in this video I aim to strip it back to the basics and provide a simple explanation of what it is. Indirect access has been a hot topic for SAP customers in recent years. Concerns around indirect access have been well publicised. Some disputes over indirect access licensing have even made it to court, prompting calls from SAP customers for greater transparency on licensing. So what exactly is indirect access? First of all, let's quickly cover what direct access is, which would be a user accessing SAP directly via dialog user account with a username and password. Indirect access, in the simplest terms, is a user accessing SAP or activating the processing capability of SAP via a third-party application that's interfaced to the SAP system. Indirect users can be employees, business partners, or consumers. Smart systems and other connected devices could also be deemed to be using SAP indirectly, depending on exactly what these systems or devices are doing. Indirect use of SAP is typically licensed via the traditional named user and package license model. However, in 2018, SAP launched the new digital access licensing model, defining indirect use of SAP in a new way. Digital access is defined as any use of SAP's digital core by external users and systems. The digital access licensing model is a new way of licensing indirect use. The digital access package allows individuals to use SAP via third-party application without the need to be licensed as named users. Indirect use is instead licensed according to the number of documents entered into SAP via external sources. There are 9 different types of externally created documents which are counted and charged under the digital access licensing model. Digital access would then be licensed based on the number of digital documents created per year, with customers requiring the appropriate licensing level for the number of documents created. In a typical organization running SAP, you could have on-site workers at offices, warehouses, and factories, with users accessing SAP systems directly. On the other hand, you could have indirect users like field sales reps using SAP indirectly via third-party sales ordering application that's been interfaced to SAP to automate order entry. Here the field sales rep raises an order on the third-party application and submits the order to SAP. The sales order is then entered into SAP via the interface. Here the field sales rep is using SAP indirectly and would need a named user license. In terms of the digital access licensing model, the sales order would be counted as a digital document and the user would not need a named user license. In another scenario, we have an employee who is not an SAP user and needs access to their payslip via an HR web portal. When the user clicks View Payslip, this sends a synchronous call to SAP. And the payslip can then be viewed on screen by the employee. This is indirect access and the employee would need the appropriate level of named user license. Under the digital access model, the digital access package would cover the employee's use of SAP via the third-party application. However, the View Payslip activity doesn't fall within the 9 chargeable document types and would not contribute to the digital document count for licensing purposes. In this scenario, we have a third-party logistics operative classed as a business partner user who interacts with SAP data via handheld device. From the device, they receive dispatch orders, scanning the goods on collection, and when deliveries are complete, delivery confirmations are sent back to SAP so the customer can be invoiced. As the logistics operative is entering data into SAP and receiving data from SAP, this would be deemed to be indirect use and they would need a named user license. Under the digital access package, no named user license would be required, and these logistics activities would also not contribute to the digital document count. Moving on from user-based scenarios, we can take a quick look at some intelligent system examples. In this example, we have a smart printer. The printer detects when ink levels are running low and automatically orders new ink cartridges, and the consumer is billed. As there is no user involved in the process, no user license is needed. However, externally created sales orders do need to be licensed, and so a volume-based sales order license would be required. Under the Business Suite price list, SAP has a standard sales order package license, which would be needed to license these orders. In terms of digital access, the sales order would also be counted as a digital document. However, the advantage being that the per document price under the digital access licensing model can be considerably cheaper than the standard per unit sales order cost under the sales order package license. In this scenario, we have a factory with finished goods coming off the production line. As finished goods come off the production line, they are automatically scanned by a sensor, and the intelligent system automatically updates the inventory records in SAP ERP. As there is no user and no package licenses required to update inventory records in SAP, this scenario would not incur additional licensing fees under the traditional user package license model. On the other hand, this would be counted as a material document under the digital access licensing model and would be chargeable. In this final scenario, we have a wind farm. The turbines are fitted with sensors to detect part wear and mechanical faults. When they detect faults, maintenance notifications and part orders are sent directly to SAP, where part orders can be ordered and maintenance visits scheduled, keeping downtime to a minimum. There is no user and no additional package license is required to enter this information into SAP from external systems. With digital access, however, maintenance notifications and service order documents do fall within the 9 digital document categories and would therefore be chargeable. Indirect use of SAP does need to be licensed. However, there are some scenarios that aren't classed as use under SAP's traditional licensing model. Digital access might seem more cost effective and easier, but it defines a broader spectrum of data inputs as use, and so care needs to be taken when choosing the best way to license indirect use of SAP. If you need help reviewing your SAP landscape for indirect access risk, or if you want to evaluate SAP's new digital access licensing model, then follow the link to our contact page to speak to one of our experts today. Or if you have any burning questions regarding this topic, feel free to get in contact with me directly. My contact details will be available at the end of this video. Additionally, we offer a digital access evaluation service. We leverage the power of our howQ technology to detect indirect access and measure digital documents, giving you a clear picture of indirect use of SAP and the best way to license it for your business. To find out more about this service, you can visit www.voquzlabs.com/advisory. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more howQ video content coming soon.